What if your vitamin cabinet was already obsolete and you never noticed because the upgrade grows 6 feet from your back door? Somewhere in your yard right now, there's a plant doing more for your body than the $35 bottle sitting in your medicine cabinet. It's not rare, it's not exotic. You've probably pulled it out of the ground and thrown it in a yard waste bag without a second thought. We're about to walk through 15 of them, common weeds that outperform supplements you're currently paying for. Number 6 has more usable iron than a multivitamin. Number 12 was the compound European surgeons reached for before modern styptics existed. Stick around, because by the end of this list, you'll never look at your lawn the same way again. If you want more of this, plants, foraging, and getting more out of the land you already have, subscribe to Evergreen Gardening and turn on notifications. New video every week. Let's get into it.
Dandelion, the plant we declared war on by mistake. Taraxacum officinalis is edible root to flower, and the leaves alone carry more calcium than milk and more iron than spinach, gram for gram. The root has been studied for supporting liver enzyme activity. The leaf works as a mild natural diuretic. Roast the root for a coffee substitute. Toss young leaves into a salad, and you've replaced 2 supplement aisle products with 1 plant you were paying a lawn company to kill. Purslane, the omega-3 source growing between your pavers. Portulaca oleracea is the only common land plant with meaningfully high alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3, and it holds more of it than almost anything else growing outside the ocean. It's succulent, slightly lemony, and shows up in Greek and Turkish kitchens for exactly this reason. Most American gardeners rip it out. That's a fish oil capsule getting composted.
Plant 3. Lamb's quarters. Quinoa's forgotten cousin, Chenopodium album, is in the same family as quinoa and spinach, and it beats both on calcium and iron per serving. The seeds grind into flour. The young leaves cook down just like spinach. It grows uninvited in disturbed soil almost everywhere in the temperate world, which is exactly why nobody ever had to farm it commercially. Plant 4. Chickweed, the green that doesn't stop for winter. Stellaria media stays active through cold snaps that shut down most other greens, delivering vitamin C and minerals during the exact months fresh produce gets expensive and imported. Mild pea shoot flavor, entirely raw edible. It was a traditional spring tonic plant for a reason. It was often the first fresh green available after a long winter.
Plant 5. Cleavers, the plant herbalists press into juice. Galium aperine, the sticky Velcro plant that clings to your socks on a hike, has a long tradition as a lymphatic and kidney support herb across Europe, and modern lab work has confirmed real anti-inflammatory and diuretic activity in its extracts. Traditional prep is simple. Press the fresh plant through a cloth and drink the juice, diluted, or steep it as tea. Plant 6. Stinging nettle. More iron than a steak, more protein than you'd guess. Urtica dioica earns its sting, but blanch it for 60 seconds and the sting is gone completely. What's left is a green, running close to 25% protein by dry weight, loaded with iron, calcium, and magnesium, with research behind its use for joint pain, seasonal allergies, and prostate health. It fed entire regions of Northern Europe through hard winters. Soup, pesto, tea, all free, all from a plant most people are actively afraid of. Plant 7. Violets, a vitamin C dose disguised as a decoration. Common viola species carry startling levels of vitamin C in the leaves, often outperforming citrus by weight, plus rutin, a flavonoid tied to capillary strength. Both flower and leaf are edible. We've spent decades treating this plant purely as a lawn ornament. Plant 8. Plantain, the healing weed that follows human footsteps. Plantago major shows up wherever ground gets disturbed. Sidewalks, driveways, trampled paths.
which is exactly why indigenous communities in North America nicknamed it after the settlers it followed. It contains allantoin, the same wound-supporting compound found in comfrey, and a clinical trial found plantain-based ointment outperformed standard care on healing second-degree burns. Crush a fresh leaf onto a bug bite or minor scrape. That's published science, growing in a parking lot crack.
Plant 9. Wood sorrel, the trail snack hiding in your lawn. Oxalis looks like clover, but tastes like a sour lemon drop, and it's rich in vitamin C. Generations of kids across the British Isles grew up snacking on it. One caution: it's higher in oxalic acid, so treat it as a garnish, not a bowlful, and skip it if you have a history of kidney stones. Plant 10. Common mallow, nature's throat soother. Malva sylvestris leaves contain mucilage, a natural, soothing gel-like fiber, alongside solid amounts of vitamin A, C, iron, and calcium. Steep the leaves cold and the water thickens slightly. That's the same mechanism behind traditional sore throat and upset stomach remedies. It's also the base of molokia, eaten across the Middle East and North Africa for thousands of years.
Plant 11. Shepherd's purse, the most overlooked vitamin K source on Earth. Capsella bursa pastoris grows on every inhabited continent and is loaded with vitamin K, a nutrient a surprising number of people run low on. It's a standard soup vegetable in Korea. In your yard, it's just that weed with the heart-shaped seed pods. Plant 12. Yarrow, the herb that traveled in a soldier's field kit. Achillea millefolium is named for Achilles, and dried yarrow genuinely rode in field medic kits through both world wars. Its compounds have measurable hemostatic activity. They help blood clot faster, along with anti-inflammatory flavonoids and a solid mineral profile of copper, iron, and potassium. Independently, Native American, European, and Asian herbal traditions all landed on the same use for fevers. That's not coincidence. That's a plant that works.
Plant 13. Red clover, the menopause supplement growing in every meadow. Trifolium pratense flowers contain isoflavones, and multiple clinical trials have linked red clover extract to a real reduction in menopausal hot flashes. Supplement versions sell for $25, $30 a bottle. Cows have had free access to the original for millennia. Plant 14. Garlic mustard, the invasive species you're allowed to feel good about eating. Alliaria petiolata is genuinely disruptive to native forest ecosystems, which is why conservationists actively encourage foraging it. It carries real vitamin C, vitamin A, and selenium, with a peppery, garlicky bite that makes an excellent pesto. Eating it isn't just a snack, it's mildly restorative to the woods it's invading.
Plant 15. Hawthorn, the hedgerow's cardiologist. Crataegus berries, or haws, are rich in flavonoids that have been the subject of real clinical trials for mild heart failure symptom support. And European regulators have approved hawthorn-based preparations on that evidence. The spring leaf buds were traditionally called bread and cheese and eaten straight off the branch by British kids for generations. It's one of the most quietly studied plants on this entire list. 15 plants, most of them within arm's reach of wherever you're standing right now. None of them cost anything. All of them are backed by real research, not wellness aisle marketing. Here's the takeaway. Nutrition was never locked behind a $40 price tag. It's been growing in the cracks of your driveway the whole time. We just stopped being taught to see it. One rule matters more than anything else here. Never eat a wild plant you can't identify with total certainty. Use a real field guide, cross-reference multiple sources, and start with the most distinctive plants on this list first. Drop a comment. Which plant on this list surprised you the most? And if this changed how you look at your own yard, hit subscribe. New foraging and growing videos every week here on Evergreen Gardening. See you in the next one.